Hey everyone, and welcome to day 3 of 5 days, 5 VRs. And this time I am coming to you with yet another VR mashup. So first we are going to do the hashtag 13 tarottube questions. And this is from Anna over at Astral Lady Tarot and Will from Atypical Tarot. And then we're going to follow that up with hashtag non-tarottube. And this is from Amy over at Strength Reversed. And she was inspired to create this tag from the tarottube questions tag, her VR to that tag. So I thought it would be nice to put these two together. So let us begin with Anna and Will's tag. I have the questions written here. I have seen a few VRs, but I've been trying not to watch too many and trying not to really overthink my answers to these. So let us just go with it. Okay, question number 1, favorite videos to watch. I would say that VRs are definitely at the top. You know, they're just a lot of fun, and it's a great way to find new channels. And then also I really enjoy monthly favorite / recap videos, or like at present videos where you get to hear what people have been up to in terms of their tarot practice and, you know, the books they've been reading, the movies they've been watching, etc. Number 2, favorite videos to film. Once again, VRs would be up there. I mean, they're fun. They're fun. They are less, I guess, labor intensive in that the prompts are already created for you. So that's work that is already off your plate. And yeah, it's just a good time to take part and join that conversation and see what other people's responses are. And then I would say also, I love doing the 3 Girls, 1 Deck live series. For those of you who might not be familiar, it is a monthly series that we do. Heather Carter, Sarah from Sense About Tarot, and we come on once a month and we chat about decks we can't agree on. We have guests on. We do controversial topics, and you know, whatever calls to us. But it's been a lot of fun, just getting together with each other and with everyone else in the tarot community who participates in the lives. Least favorite videos to watch. So this is more like a production type pet peeve than it being about the topic or the content itself. But I would say I'm not super into videos where there is music playing in the background to someone talking. You know, if it's a flip through of a deck where there is no talking and it's on in the background, I mean, that's fine. But, you know, when it's predominantly a talking video and then there's music in the background, it is distracting for me. Like even if it's on quietly, for someone like me who has auditory processing issues and just can get very overwhelmed. I mean, I guess I have like sensory sensitivity, but if there are too many sounds going on at the same time, it's just harder for me to focus. Now, if it's a content creator that I just really love, or the content of the video itself is engaging enough, then I will suck it up and I will still watch the video, especially if the music is on more quietly. but it's not my favorite. I would just rather be someone talking with nothing in the background. Number 4, what is your favorite part of the tarot community? I think that it is the connections that we form with each other, and the fact that we can, if we're talking tarottube, that we can use YouTube as this way to be creative and share creativity when it comes to our tarot practice and, other tarot adjacent witchy subjects. And yeah, it's just a great way to learn from each other and enjoy each other's creativity. Least favorite part of the tarot community. Certain people coming into the comment section and acting like bitch asses. If a content creator is that triggering, or gets under your skin that much, or the subject matter gets under your skin that much, I don't understand why people continue to watch and become more incensed and then leave some pretty nasty combative comments. It's not the vibe. Now, I am human, and so I'm going to be completely transparent. I have on occasion hate watched a video or two, and you will never see me watch a video and then go into the comments section and type some repugnant shit on there. Like, I make the choice to hate watch, so I will watch the video, simultaneously enjoy and fume inwardly, and then go about my day. Next question. What motivated you to start your channel? When I was getting back into tarot, I didn't have anyone in my offline life that I could geek out with over it. I had friends that I could read tarot for, but that was the extent of their interest. They, were not the least bit curious about wanting to actually learn to read. They just wanted to have their cards read for them. So I lurked on tarottube for quite a while and always thought it'd be so much fun to have a channel of my own, to take part in the conversations, via the VRs, and just make my own content talking about the things that, I was geeking out on. And at a certain point, I had read the book Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert, and I was very much affected by that book in terms of not letting my fears and doubts, insecurities stop me from essentially living a creative life and indulging in my curiosities to try new things. And, because I just was reluctant to start a channel for many of the common reasons, imposter syndrome, feeling like I wouldn't have anything interesting to say, etc. But that book really helped to shift my perspective. And so one day I saw a tag from Katie Flowers, and I just decided very impulsively, I would like to do a VR. I'm going to do a VR before I lose my nerve. And so I did, and that's how it all started. Who most inspires you on YouTube? Oh my goodness, who doesn't inspire me? Everyone is awesome. That's a hard question. Okay, I will say lately I have been particularly inspired by videos where the people show their journals and how they use them to augment their tarot practice. So, two channels that come to mind immediately are Sarah from Water Child Tarot and Renee from Meadowlark Mystic, because both of them do monthly recaps where they share their planner slash journal and show their pages and just kind of talk about what it is that they've decided to record and why, and their drawings, which are very inspiring as well, because they didn't go to some fancy art school, at least not that I am aware, and there's just a fresh quality and to their art. It's not perfect, pristine art, and it's beautiful art, and it makes me feel like I don't draw, but I would like to start hand drawing and such. And so they're just seeing their pages. It just brings me so much joy. I can't even. And it makes me want to do the same in my journals. Number one thing you would change about the YouTube tarot community: people acting like bitch asses. I know that I know that doesn't sound super original, but that is what comes to mind. Number one advice for other creators, new people starting out a channel: be yourself. And that sounds like such a hackneyed, is that the word I'm looking for? Hackneyed answer, like overused answer. Be yourself. And it's so true. Don't feel like you need to take on some type of persona, that you're not going to be interesting as you are. Again, it falls back to those doubts and insecurities that are common and come with like the kind of anxiety of starting a YouTube channel, which is that, yeah, you have nothing special to say, you're not innovative in any way or original or et cetera, et cetera. And you being you is what makes you the star of your channel. That is the unique piece that you are bringing to tarottube. And you will find, you will attract the people that resonate with your content just by being you and making the content that you genuinely enjoy making. Don't be swayed to do content that you feel like you should be doing because you see other content creators doing it, or you think it's trending, and so therefore you think you should hop on that and do it. Be you. Do what you enjoy and want to do. Number 10, what do you like about YouTube as a whole? I love that it is essentially this free platform where you can find out anything you want or indulge in the entertainment of like pretty much any kind of subject out there. It's just a wealth of fun and entertainment, educational information, creativity. It's awesome. It's probably one of my top favorite, if not the most favorite, social media platform. Next question: deck or divination tool you use alone but don't show or use online? I don't think I have a pendulum that I bring out and use every blue moon when I remember I have it, but I'm trying to think. I have, is that a divination tool? I mean, dice. I would classify dice as a divination tool that I have been, that I intend to use more. I mean, it's not like a secret divination tool that I choose to keep private. I just don't show it in my videos, really. I did one video where I showed how I use dice, but that's it. So I do use dice with tarot. And actually, Kelly Bear has a video on how she uses dice. So I will link that. I will link both of those videos so you can check it out. I actually bought some, do you want to see? I bought some new dice like not too long ago, just for funsies because they were on sale and they were cheap, and there's like fun colors. So like, okay, I have, oh my goodness, can you see? Okay, so I have these huge ones, which I used in that one video, but like the new ones that I got are these small ones. They're these like pretty colors, like just brighter colors. And I got colors that are like complementary to each other because I do use them in a set. And these are just very inexpensive. There are some beautiful, beautiful dice sets out there for, the D&D peeps and other gamers, that I'm always tempted to purchase, but I can't. I just can't convince myself to spend like that amount of money on a dice set that is clearly for like Dungeons and Dragons or whatever, when I can just buy cheaper dice. So anyway, I use dice, and especially nowadays for Los Garabeo decks that have that shitty mother effing cardstock that just creases all the time. Deck you want but won't buy because you don't support the creator or a publisher. I don't have at this point any decks that I really want to buy but am stopping myself from buying because of the creator or publishing company. Now, there are publishing companies that I feel have maybe, or creators who have maybe behaved in a way that compels me not to buy their products. But that's the other way around. So in terms of actual decks that I want but refuse to buy because of a creator or company, I can't think of any. Final question. What has been the most memorable experience being part of tarottube? I mean, hands down, the connections that I've made as a result of being on tarottube. Never would I have imagined that I would cultivate such special relationships with people from all over whom I have never met in person, and yet I feel like I have, even though I never have. That's crazy, and it's so special. And this channel is finite, but these relationships, I hope, will last a lifetime. I am just truly grateful for that. And then I would say another memorable thing about tarottube is the decks that I've created as a result of being on this platform, wanting to learn more and being inspired, and those things kind of driving my desire to create decks. And also Bangtan Tarot, which I collaborated with Heather Carter and Sarah from Sense About Tarot. That's so special. Like one of the most memorable experiences of my life. It's just always so gratifying and fulfilling, and just mentally and emotionally nourishing to be able to create like that and collaborate like that. So I just am So appreciative, like I said. On to the next tag, which is non-tarottube. As the name would suggest, these are just some of the non-tarottube related channels that I watch. Okay, so let's start off with cooking. I don't like to cook for reasons. I mean, it's not just the fact that I suck at cooking, which I don't even suck at cooking, but anyway, there's a whole story behind that. But I don't like to cook, but in, a multiverse, my dream self would be a fantastic cook. But I do like to watch this cooking channel called Aaron and Claire. And these are two South Koreans based in Seoul, Korea, who show different recipes and ways to cook them. A lot of them are recipes that you can make in 15 minutes, which no, I can't, because I don't have the chopping skills of a ninja. So more like it would be maybe 40 minutes for me. But it's just, and one day I will try some of these recipes. It is my intent to actually try some of them, but it's just, yeah, their foods look so delicious. They make it look so simple. Amy mentioned this, okay, so this is like a random channel, and Amy mentioned this one in her video, which is Ask a Mortician. And this is a channel where this woman named Caitlin, she basically educates us on the funeral industry, just all these different aspects of the funeral industry, what happens, and ways that certain aspects of it could be reformed. She goes into historical accounts and kind of like historical documentaries of notable deaths, or maybe even incidents that a lot of us don't know about. I'm going to mention one music channel because of the Bangtan TV, BTS related content, all things BTS. What more do I need to say? I love animal videos, and I follow a few animal channels. But these two that I'm going to mention are ones that have more consistent content, whereas some other ones, like, they post like more sporadically. So the first one I'm going to mention is the Asher House, and he also is on Facebook a lot, and I'm sure other platforms, but the owner of the Asher House, Lee Asher, he basically takes in mostly dogs into his sanctuary, the Asher House. It's just this sprawling, beautiful land in Oregon, I think Oregon, I want to say. And yeah, he fosters dogs, from overrun shelters or from hoarding situations, all different kinds of scenarios. Some of them he'll choose to keep because of whatever behavioral inclination that dog might have. And a lot of the others he just fosters until he can adopt them out. And then the other channel is called Kitten Lady, and that is Hannah Shaw. She also is on Instagram, and I'm sure, once again, other platforms. But Hannah Shaw used to be actually, for the longest time, based in my area, which is the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area. But in the last few years, she has moved to, I want to say, San Francisco with her fiance. And so they run the Orphan Kitten Club. So her main focus is neonatal kittens. And also she's done more with pregnant cats, pregnant mothers who are about to give birth or who have already given birth to a litter. So I would categorize this next channel as like a beauty/gossip channel, maybe. It's one that a fellow tarotuber introduced to me, and I love it. And this is Lori Hill, and she deals with talking about plastic surgery and other cosmetic procedures that she thinks celebrities or influencers have had. And she is very transparent on her channel, saying that this is all alleged. This is all her speculation. She has no receipts, but she's essentially going off of lots of photographs at different angles. She's going off of her own extensive experience with having had plastic surgery. And then she also gets, I guess, like feedback from cosmetic surgeons that she has connections with and gets their opinions. What I like about Lauryn Hill is that it is her goal to just inform people about, plastic surgery procedures and to advocate for more transparency around that topic, especially when it comes to like celebrities or people in the media that younger people look up to. And she's never like judgmental or critical or catty. She's always very respectful and obviously plastic surgery positive because she has had her own procedures done, but she just wants, she's hoping that in time celebrities and influencers will be more apt to just be transparent so that, these younger people aren't so easily influenced into thinking that, these celebrities are like natural, causing, people to feel bad about themselves, causing self-esteem issues. And like this channel has just opened my eyes, Like how naive was I thinking, oh, wow. Okay, that celebrity has said, she's lost a little weight. I guess, her face. No, 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 no. Now it's just like, oh, okay, chin implant, buccal fat removal. Yeah, that's my hot take. Doll channels. We have to put in a couple because I am a doll collector, hence I watch doll channels. The first one I'm going to mention is Tiny Soul Whispers by our very own Candy over at Candy, Soul, and Soil. She started a separate channel where she shows us some of the Barbies that she's had kind of like tucked away, that she's now freeing from their boxes, and how she is like building up her like doll room and her doll shelves, and reacquiring dolls that are nostalgic of her childhood and introducing new brands of dolls. Like her main focus has been predominantly Barbie, but she's also branched out into like Shadow High, and again, it's just so much dolly goodness. I love it. The other one is Mini Toy Adventures, and this guy Dom, his main focus is like Shadow High dolls, Rainbow High, Monster High, LOL dolls, sometimes Barbies, exercise channels. I'm going to talk about 3. First one is one that I have only just recently found, and it is called Step Fit with Bronwyn. And this is a channel that focuses on like step aerobics. I have done step aerobics for years at a Gold's Gym, just a big box gym where they do all sorts of group classes, and step has been one of my favorites. And lately, just because of the shortage of instructors, I just haven't been able to find classes at the gym. And so, I canceled my gym membership for that and other reasons. But it's been nice to find a channel on YouTube that has step aerobics. So she's pretty cool. Another channel that was really helpful, especially during the pandemic, is Walk at Home. As the name would suggest, they are videos where you can walk at home. So, when our treadmill died on us, we had it for I want to say a good 5 years, and it died on us. And we actually did use that treadmill quite regularly. It wasn't just a glorified clothes hanger. We loved our treadmill. We decided not to get another one just because our condo was just so small and other reasons. But then the pandemic hit, and when I couldn't get outside, it was just nice to throw up one of these like walk at home videos. And literally, you don't even need any prompts. You can just like watch them silently. And then I would have another browser open to like watch YouTube as I was like walking in my loft in my condo. It's a great channel, honestly. And then finally, Mr. and Mrs. Muscle. So this is a married couple, and they provide free videos that are cardio based. They have videos that use weights, dumbbells. They do high intensity interval training. Just all different lengths of videos, and like body weight videos that look deceptively easy. So it's like you turn on a 12-minute video thinking, oh, I've got this. It's totally fine. I can do this. And then by the end, you want to throw up. So that's a good one. So this last channel that I'm going to end with, I don't know what category I'd put it in. Kind of like a Humans of New York, but YouTube. And this channel is called Soft White Underbelly. And it's basically a channel full of like interviews and portraits from this dude. What's his name? Mark Leda, something like that. I first got wind of his channel from like interviews that just like popped up on my feed about this inbred family. It's basically this just very candid kind of documentary style look at this inbred family called the Whitakers, who live in the Appalachia region of West Virginia. And it was just so intriguing, and it really just holds your attention. And he's had several follow-ups with that family, checking in on them. So from there, that's how I found his channel, Soft White Underbelly. So he talks with people of all walks of life, a lot of gang members and sex workers, and people who are survivors of trauma, just all walks of life, honestly. But a lot of times, gritty interviews. So it's not the lightest of content. And, I'm not watching every single video. I definitely have to cherry pick which videos I want to watch, but, they are just some very compelling videos that offer a different look and a different perspective into different lifestyles. That is it for this VR mashup. If you have stayed with me for this long, I think this is one of the longest videos I have ever made. So if you've stayed with me, thank you so very much. And I hope to see you back here for day 4 of 5 days, 5 VRs. Until then, much love and take care.